and 15.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll look to throw here. Rolling, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Forced out to his left. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
On play action, Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And Wilson has it. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balazs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pick. There, and now they've got it first and goal. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Lucky 56. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. The quick slant caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Here's a run with Balaj. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Balaj with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And they'll run it here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. There to stop him on the tackle, Jack Sitchie.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Fielded at about the 28. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Bowls him over. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard! Gone!
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Balaj. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Back now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Rosen to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts. So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 23 yards on the play. fake here on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. That's going to be caught. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now it's Rosen. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. In for the score. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out now come the Jets. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1-0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now Rosen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll come back to Miami after this. Taking it about the 36. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Now let's go! 319! 319! No, check! Patriot! Patriot!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Sliding out of the pocket. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
That's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now Rosen on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Balaj, able to power through, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Play action here with Rosen. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And he'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
41's coming. 41's the mic. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
To throw is Rosen. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. From midfield now, here's Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Motion. 41 Mike.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Sanders on for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 28-0. Sanders now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run here with Lodge. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Four down. Check. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check 41. No. Check. Patriot.
Again, it's Malage. And now running right through it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Darren Lee in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. And the Jets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On the toss, here's Balaj. Oh, good move. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Sanders pulled it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. Caught on the right side by Adams. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back 9 it up.
He'll look to throw. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here. His throw incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's second down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Jets on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. James O'Shaughnessy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Drake. And room there to work it inside the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. Well, he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. In for the score. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Sanders now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run on first down. Scott. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch Mike. Okay, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here.
Right back to him on first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Detroit! Hey, Mike 52. Hey, watch the lane.
They'll look to throw. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good rally to the football holds him to 2, and that brings up a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46.
Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Leopard!
They'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will get him one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
They run again with Walton. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, it's Walton. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a toss play. This is Walton. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Looks like he'll throw here. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw. Eluded, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he can vault himself right into the #1 spot.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Miami, the win is their 8th on the year, and they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year, and they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.